Hey guys, this is Daniel Dr. D, and we're back. And like I said before in the previous video, we have OCD Mike here, and it was really an honor to have him come down to the studio and give us his tips and from his perspective. And it's really nice to get a fresh set of ears on things and put things in perspective. And this guy he's just so knowledgeable. It's so incredible to watch this man work. And he went back and forth and did, several different positionings of the speakers, and really learned a lot just listening to his knowledge. And I've watched OCD's videos before, but when you talk to him in person and ask him questions, it is incredible how much knowledge this man has. He's like an encyclopedia of information. And it was really just such a pleasure to have the opportunity to have him take the time to just come in and help us out and give us his thoughts and from an outside perspective. And I admit it was like getting my ass kicked by Chuck Norris of audio, and he is to me kind of like the Chuck Norris of audio. And, no matter what coming back with all my info and fighting back, I was still getting my butt kicked. So it was really a pleasure. So like I said, we're going to pass it over to OCD, and I'm going to just show you this little summary of what he thought about the system with the ups and downs, and it's always good to be open to constructive criticism, which is what he did. Hey guys, this is Daniel Dr. D, and we brought OCD Mikey over to the peace.
What's up?
Over to the room to get his thoughts, and we told him we wanted to hear what he thinks that he liked and didn't like. And so I think Mikey's going to give us kind of a summary because we want to get an outside perspective, a fresh new set of ears compared to what Bob and I do. And I think this will be help with our audience who are curious, what does this thing really sound like? And OCD Mikey's got tons of experience, way more than Bob and I will ever have. And it's going to be great to hear that. So
you never know.
Yeah,
you never know. If you guys catch the bug.
So yeah, give us your thoughts, ups and downs, everything.
Okay, so do these guys know your system?
Yeah, I mean, they've been watching my videos.
Build it and
yeah,
everything? Okay,
yeah,
so,
kind of,
okay.
yeah.
So basically, when I first came and sat down and listened, they asked my opinion.
Yeah.
And again, just to give you guys a preface of I'm giving my opinion based on my tastes, my likes and dislikes. Mm-hmm. So it may not be what everybody likes, but so I just want to start by prefacing that.
Right.
My first feeling was that it was very mid-range forward. As you see, these are amazing drivers. They have hard surface. I think that's glass actually.
Maybe it is glass.
Like
I
glass.
thought it was some sort of acrylic,
but base plugs. So there is some incredible mid-range energy that's coming off these things, and that was kind of their forte. Mm-hmm. Is really guitar, like lead guitar was really good. Okay. Vocals is very good. So that mid-range, but it can get exacerbated a little bit. Mm-hmm. Certain music, and I felt like we need to bring the subs up a little bit. The setting that we had on this amp was pretty decent. We actually went back. We tried some different settings. Yes. We went back to what Bob had originally on there. We're very close within what your original settings were, and those seem to be kind of the best for the speakers. But we pulled them out into the room a little bit more.
We did,
and we pushed. I think they're about the same distance. I just had to adjust the speaker. Now we have what seems like more of a balance. We have a little bit more, brought the bass up. We needed more room in this corner, actually. Mm-hmm. We tried pushing them back. That didn't work. That works with other drivers. These needed a little more room for the bass wave to develop, and it got greater. And now I think there's more balance that we have, and I think we've pretty much maximized it.
Right.
Insofar as this bass amp, this sub amp,
gotcha.
Which is a Dayton Audio,
yes.
I think we pretty much concluded that is a bottleneck of the bass going on here. In a pinch or something like that, mm-hmm. I believe this is like a $500 amp. You can get away with stuff like that, but really you're probably better off going a little bit. I mean, bass, the problem with bass is a lot of people think, oh, it's only bass, so we don't need to go too deep on it. We can use Class D, we can use cheaper stuff because it's only the low frequency. But the low frequency is very important because it affects the high frequency, and you just want it to be strong. I found this out kind of by accident. My feeling was always don't worry about the bass. We'll use the cheaper stuff on the bass. And I did that same thing. One time I had an amp shortage and I needed, the only amp I had for backup was a Class A amplifier. And I put it on the subs, and I would have normally never done that. It was a 50 watt per channel. I had, my previous bass amp was a 500 watt per channel Class D. So I thought, hey, I'm going to get, it's not going to be as good as this 500 watt Class D. I put in 50 watts of Class A, and it kicked the shit out of the 500 watts of Class D with 50 watts of Class A. I never would have thought to use Class A on the subs, but my God, it was phenomenal. So if y'all are trying to put something together with something like this, I recommend looking on the used market, maybe Facebook Marketplace or something. Find an old Krell, one of those old high current amps that's either Class A, high bias Class A, AB with a high Class A bias, or just high current old school amplifiers. You can pick them up in the thousands of dollars, low thousands, maybe $1,000 or $1,500. And these things are going to crush on your subs. Even if they're a little old, just make sure that they're not, look at them, make sure the caps aren't leaking and they haven't been abused. A lot of times heat is the enemy of those old amps. So just look for heat damage, see if, and then you're good to go. So all in all, I think we've done a decent bit of tuning here, and I think it sounds great. And Bob has done a terrific job in putting these things together. They sound really good, and these are really nice drivers. So
yeah, he designed the panels.
Yeah, yep.
Very nice.
Yeah,
fantastic. Any other last thoughts?
Enjoy the listening, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's perfect, man. Hey, we really appreciate it. We're honored to have you here and appreciate you giving us your feedback.
Thanks, man.
And we really appreciate what you do, man.
Okay, cool. And if you guys haven't seen my channel, OCD Mikey on YouTube, just OCD Hi-Fi Guy.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to have a link on the description below, so don't even sweat it. Peace.
All right.
Peace.
And sisters. See ya.
All right.